Back with Marty Biron. Marty, publicly, a hockey team would never admit to preferring one opponent over another, but behind closed doors, whole other issue. If Anaheim beats Vegas tonight, the Oilers could avoid the Golden Knights in round one and face the Kings instead. Just how hard do you think McDavid and company are going to be cheering for the Ducks tonight, Marty?
Not that hard. Listen, I think that the Vegas Golden Knights are the reigning Stanley Cup champions, so they are a fantastic team. But it's not like the LA Kings are a bad team altogether. They got Kopitar and Deno 1-2 down the middle. They got Doughty on the back end. I think they're a really solid defensive team. So if you're the Edmonton Oilers, you're going to look at both the LA Kings and the Vegas Golden Knights as tough teams to play against. They're going to make the playoffs. I remember in 05-06, Gino, we did not want to play the Philadelphia Flyers when I was with the Buffalo Sabres. We actually got on the plane thinking we were going to play the New York Rangers after we played our last game. And when we landed, we figured out, no, we're facing the Flyers. And we were a little, depressed about the fact that we're like, oh, those big Flyers, we're going to play them. We still won. Why? Because you play the games and you play the team that's in front of you. And I think the Oilers have to pay attention to the game, but it's not the end of the world, regardless of what the score is tonight between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Anaheim Ducks. They are going to go into game one feeling that they are the best team, they are the favorite to win, and that's the way they have to approach it.
All right, Vegas is a minus 400 favorite tonight. Let's assume they get past the Ducks, who are locked into the league's third worst record. In a rematch with the Golden Knights, do you think the Oilers are destined for disappointment again, or are they better prepared this time around, Marty?
They're better prepared this time around. Obviously, they went through a coaching change this year. That shakes up your core, and you pay a little closer attention to why did we have to make a coaching change? Because we weren't playing good enough, and they really turned themselves around this year. Stuart Skinner has had the disappointment of last season in the playoffs, and he was able to really flip his season on its head with his play this year. And Connor McDavid's had a fantastic year. Hyman's had a fantastic year. The Lions, they're built different this year when you look at the Edmonton Oilers. And the Vegas Golden Knights, listen, they've got some great players, but the goaltending is still a big question mark. Their health is still a big question mark. Who's going to be ready for game one? And are they going to be 100% healthy when the Oilers really push on them? Because the Oilers play with a ton of pace. They have some physicality. So I think it's going to be a very big task for the Vegas Golden Knights to show up and play their best game against the Oilers. So I think they are not going to disappoint in the first round. They're better prepared. And I put the Oilers as my favorite team, regardless of who they play in the first round.
Man, you're a believer. One thing to keep in mind, the Oilers' home ice advantage could play a big factor. No playoff team in the West was worse on the road than the Golden Knights. They won only 18 of their 41 games away from Vegas.